What's up, y'all? Devon here again for Obligatory, bringing you another weekly roundup of music news for this Friday, July 14, 2023. I gotta be honest, it's a pretty rap-heavy episode today, but some interesting stories nonetheless. And we start with Playboi Carti, and I think I can say that it's officially Playboi Carti season. The Antagonist tour was announced by Opium Records, which is Carti's record label. It supports a roster of artists that you probably know, like Ken Carson, Destroy Lonely, Homicide Gang. They're gonna be doing this massive 38-city worldwide stadium tour, and honestly, just that alone might make you think, hey, maybe Playboi Carti is coming with some new music. It's been almost 3 years since Whole Lotta Red came out in November 2020. I know, time flies. Well, fans of Carti got more fuel added to that fire this week when Mercedes-Benz Stadium was announcing that they would soon be selling the tickets for this upcoming Carti show. Their announcement came with sort of a press release-y statement about the upcoming tour. First off, they refer to the album as Music, which is an album title that Carti himself even mentioned last year in an interview with XXL. Haven't heard much word on it since then, but this seemingly confirms that the album will be called Music. To be honest, I don't really know how I feel about that title. I really wonder what y'all think. Let me know. The other thing that they said that was really interesting was that the album is coming before the tour. Now, that information has since been scrubbed from the website, which means probably one of two things. Either one, they didn't have the right information, or two, they had the right information, but information that maybe we're not supposed to be made aware of yet. The tour is set to start on September 6th, and we are currently halfway through July. So that really only leaves but so many dates, so many weekends that he could release this album, most of which are in August. But if there is an album coming, then we're probably gonna get some news, some rumblings, maybe even a single sometime soon, and we'll know more. Playboi Carti is not the only massive A-list rapper to be having rumblings about their new album coming out. Travis Scott's Utopia may officially be upon us here very soon. Unlike Playboi Carti, Travis Scott is actually officially stating that Utopia is on the way and that there are some actual performances surrounding the release of Utopia that are coming very soon. What we don't know at this time is whether the album is coming out next week or the week after, because there has been some debate about that. Utopia is the very long-awaited follow-up to 2018's Astroworld. And finally, he's posted on his Instagram accounts that he's going to be doing a full live performance of the album at the Pyramids of Giza in Egypt, which is, I've never heard of that before. Leave it to Travis. Okay, Thursday, July 27th at midnight, we're going to be getting this album. And then at some point later that night on July 28th, he's going to be performing the album. But Rolling Loud Miami said not so fast. And when a fan commented to basically say the album would be not coming out to the following week, they seemed pretty sure that that was not going to be the case. By the next time I'm sitting in this chair again, I think we will have much more clear answers as to when this album will be coming out. Clipse, the iconic Virginia Beach rap duo of Pusha T and No Malice, announced that they will be reuniting for the first time in over a decade to do a full headline set. This is going to be a free concert at the Knockdown Center in Queens, New York for the Genius IQ Barbecue. The Genius IQ Barbecue is a free one-day event. You sign up with the RSVP. You have to be 21 or older. And obviously there's going to be music, but also some of New York City's most popular food trucks will be showing up doing specialty dishes in celebration of hip-hop's 50-year anniversary. Now, you may recall that Clipse actually did a performance last year alongside Pharrell for his Pharrell and Friends segment of his larger Something in the Water festival that he did in 2022. Now, at that one, they did a few songs, some of the fan favorites, Grindin', Mr. Me Too, Caught Damn, What Happened to That Boy. Seemed like a really fire set, but seems like with this show, we are getting a full-blown headline set from the duo. They'll probably perform more than just those handful of songs. So if you're a Clipse fan, you're in or near New York City, I'm really jealous of your opportunity to go to this. Don't disappoint me, man. Earl Sweatshirt announced a few more of these Doris 10-year anniversary shows. A couple weeks ago, we talked about Earl announcing a concert in LA in which he would perform the entirety of Doris, which was his major label debut, and for a lot of fans was the entry point, was their initial exposure to Earl's solo music. Again, I am not completely over the fact that Doris is turning 10 years old. This is a surprise to me. This is clearly what getting old feels like. Because what the hell? Earl announced that he's going to be doing 3 more shows in addition to the LA one in Chicago, New York, and London. It was announced sometime previously that Damo Genesis was going to be opening up at the LA show. There have been no announcements of openers for the other shows. Curious to see if Damo will go on with him with those other ones, or if there will be other openers or no openers, or what the situation there will be. Are you in one of these cities? Are you going to be able to see one of these concerts? Again, Very jealous of you, but let me know. All right, this next story is about an unlikely hip-hop collab. If I said Logic and ZelooperZ, what kind of song are you thinking of? What kind of song do you think they're gonna make? I don't know. Hopefully we find out soon, because Logic just announced that, and ZelooperZ did confirm that they worked on a song together. Now, if you're not familiar with ZelooperZ, he is a Bruiser Brigade artist. If you're not familiar with Bruiser Brigade, it is the record label founded by Danny Brown. So of course I'm surprised to find out that Logic even knows who ZelooperZ is, but it does make sense given that he was just recently on Danny Brown's podcast a couple weeks ago. And then about a month before that, he was actually showing props to ZelooperZ when he was on some live stream playing Fortnite. And then this week it became official. Bobby Boy said in his Discord chat that him and ZelooperZ just got finished recording a song together. Z actually confirmed this as well and said the shit was fire. So if Z says it was fire, I'm inclined to believe it may have been fire. Now, I'm going to have to hear it for myself. I'm definitely going to check it out when it lands, but as of now, we don't really have much more information about what the song sounds like, when or if it's coming out. Something we haven't talked about nearly enough here, maybe not even at all, but Noname is supposed to be releasing an album soon. It's titled Sundial. Now, originally she stated that it was coming sometime in July, but this week she announced that the single's coming out on July 21st, and it features Jay Electronica and Aaron Allen Kane. And this morning, actually, she took to Twitter to respond to some criticism that's maybe mostly on Twitter that she's been seeing about her decision to collab with Jay Electronica. Jay Electronica is a very talented rapper, very enigmatic, and has a lot of mystique going for his persona. But to many, his lyrics, his tweets, his affectations for Minister Farrakhan and the Nation of Islam have made many feel like he's an anti-Semite. Now, this is definitely something about Jay Electronica, like the Farrakhan and Nation of Islam stuff, that I personally don't love about him and his music, even though his music I like. I'm currently sharing on the screen some of the Twitter exchanges she had this morning. And I think, of course, you can see where people are coming from, that maybe Noname and Jay Electronica's belief systems don't entirely match up. And I think she admits that, but it's clear some people are taking this way too far. Now, to put a bow on this, Noname did say, specifically in one of these tweets, that the album is coming, quote, in a few weeks. This is probably my only non-straight-up hip-hop story, but SoulGlow, ZULU, and Playytime announced a 25-city tour they'll be going on. This is like a holy trinity of Black hardcore bands. These are some incredible performers. I was lucky enough to see SoulGlow last summer when they went to the Pickathon Festival in Oregon. BLIGATORY was able to go and cover that festival. And then ZULU I actually saw earlier this year opening up for Show Me the Body alongside Scowl and Jesus Piece. They were incredible as well. So starting in September, they're going to be going on 25 cities. These are going to be like medium, large, even small, medium cities. Portland, Seattle, Salt Lake, Austin, Nashville, some of the bigger cities as well. And that's it for our segment of news for the week. Now, like we do every week, we show some album announcements, some confirmed upcoming albums that we are, paying attention to and are particularly excited about. The ones that I have listed in bold here are the ones that are kind of my personal picks, my favorite ones that I'm mostly looking forward to. And I think the August and September season is really gearing up to be something pretty interesting. But as always, let me know what you're most excited about, what y'all are going to be checking out, what you're most excited to listen to in terms of new stuff this week, but also just whatever you're listening to. If you liked this video or you enjoy watching this news segment, or I, put you up on something new or told you something that you previously weren't made aware of, please consider hitting the like button to support this video. If you want to keep up with our videos, because we post new ones every week, then hit the subscribe button. Again, we post our actual album reviews and all our community-generated content on our social media sites, so follow us there. And that's going to be it for this weekly news segment from BLIGATORY. Again, I am Devon. Thanks again so much for watching. We'll be back again next week, of course, and until then, thanks again, and we will see you next week.